Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for 3 p.m. Eastern, October 4th, Friday, 2019. It's absolutely imperative that we, and it's very tricky, but that we stay in motion and stay in the high frequency, because there are so many things that can pull you out of form. And what I mean by that is that, and I'm the subconscious mind and the conscious ego mind. These are, and it's not like they're really, and they're not an enemy, but there must be an understanding between the heart mind, the ego mind, and the subconscious mind. Because we get, and a lot of us don't realize this, but you can become frayed, around the edges, like a piece of cloth that gets frayed, and it loses its strength. But we're not aware of it, so we kind of move, and certain things occur. Have you ever noticed that when you're concentrating on something, or you put your attention on something, and it's something that you are wanting to have happen in a certain way, and it seems, and the more you pay attention to it, the more it becomes abrasive in a way, where it kind of detracts from your flow. It literally pulls you out of your flow. But a lot of the times you're not aware of it, see? You just notice this feeling. All you have to do is go within, you know where the heart mind is, and you know where it should be. So if you feel it, below the sternum, it shouldn't be there. It's too low. It goes into the gut area, it's too low. And you'll know that. You'll know that it's too low. You'll just know it. And how do you bring it up? Well, you focus, you breathe, and you go into the highest of deepest gratitude. We can never, ever not be in gratitude. And it takes practice, and it takes redundancy, but eventually you will be in a perpetual deep gratitude. And that's where it all starts. When you become distracted in the matrix, in the material of wanting and having and getting, you then begin to move off track. And a lot of the times you don't realize it. It's almost like, if you ever kind of fall asleep, you're driving, and it's late at night, and then you kind of swerve, and then you wake up kind of, and then you say, I got to pull over, I have to sleep. It's kind of like that, see? And you kind of veer off, and you kind of leave your focus of gratitude and being in kind heart, see? And that's what happens to a lot of us. We get miscombobulated. We kind of we're pulled in a different direction. And you realize that there's only one place to be. That's the name of this meditation. There's only one place to be. And that is with your God. And we are so tremendously powerful you could, from the quantum understanding, you're connected with every molecule and atom and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. Now, you comprehend that, then you can understand that you can literally travel from atom to atom, and you can traverse great expanses in many different areas. In other words, you can be in more than one place at once. But it's not a pipe dream, it's not a fairy tale, it's reality. So, just as you fine-tune yourself, and your frequencies become more and more, we will then, you'll then understand that you can go anywhere. And I'm not talking about your physical body, okay? I'm talking about your God. You can actually go anywhere. You can be anywhere. You can be here. You can be there. You can be over there. You can be under here. You can be everywhere. See, we've been taught in a single segregation type mentality that, you're only here and that's all you can be is here. And that's not true. That's how we bring in source. As we elevate our frequencies higher and higher, we begin to connect deeper and deeper with source creation. As we connect deeper, we find out that everything just flows. And as long as we don't step in the way of it, as long as we don't start succumbing to the ego mind and the subconscious mind, then it will continually flow through eternity. And the problem of that is, the problem is most of us succumb to the ego mind, subconscious mind, what we've been trained and taught in this matrix. The only place for us to be is the God within. And when we go and we move deeper and deeper into the core of our very being and existence, we become more aware, more clear of our abilities to traverse the galaxies, the universes, everywhere. And the only way we're going to do it is collectively. It's the only way. Every other way has been tried. And the wrong way, because as you well know, everything on this planet, everything, every single thing on this planet, all the books, all the education, all the universities, all the colleges, all the schools, everything, medical, all of it, is a lie. It's a deception. It's wrong. It's been designed that way, always has been, for thousands and thousands of years. And so that's why we're opposite. We are in the civilization universe, not the anti-civilization. That's where we're at. That's why we're on. All of you are in the civilization of the universe. That's why you come to these meditations. You understand that the cohesiveness and the collectiveness of all of the gods within all of us is what our direction is and what our guidance is to transform this planet and all on it and in it and above it and below it. Okay? So, remember, you are the host and thoughts are your guests. Okay? You are the master of the house. The house belongs to you. Receive your thoughts, take care of them, but don't get identified with them. And here's the biggie. Otherwise, they will become the masters. Osha. You understand how that works? You are the host, and thoughts are your guests. You are the master of the house. The house belongs to you. Receive your thoughts. Take care of them, but don't get identified with them. Otherwise, they will become the masters. That's what's happened to this civilization over and over and over again. Every single one of us plays a role, an impact on the collective consciousness. And remember that this life is a blank canvas. We are the artists. And we determine how we're going to live it. Yes, we do determine that. How we're going to live it. Are we going to enjoy it, or are we going to loathe it? Right? And if we're loathing it, it is because the thoughts have become the masters. Right? So, if you embrace that and understand it, the only place for us to be is with the God within. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, which I'm sure most of you are. And the first thing you're going to want to do, we're all going to want to do, is relax the body. Most of us, whether we argue or not, are stressed. I'll tell you that right now. Most of the civilization of this planet is stressed. All right? Now, a lot of us don't recognize it because we don't have an intimate relationship with our body. Okay? We take the body for granted. So it's important for us to understand what relaxing the body means. There's a few steps to it. The first step is to just let go. You know how you've been carrying something for a long time? You might be walking or going somewhere, through an airport, train station, wherever, and you've got this. Could be a backpack. It could be a big suitcase. You're lugging it around, and it's a continual. You're going, and you get used to the weight until you take it off and you sit down, and you're like, oh God, I am so happy to be sitting down and resting. That's how the first step is of relaxing your body. Just let it go. You find a really nice easy chair. I'm sure some of us have done this. We've been really hammering it for a few days, and then we get that easy, just kind of go, boom, period. And we just let it all go. Oh God, I'm not going to get out of here for a while. I'm just going to lay here. And on top of that, you drop your shoulders, because we all have tension and stress. We hold our shoulders up and let it just drop away. And to enhance and help us with our relaxation greatly is our breathing. We're going to want to breathe. And as we breathe, we breath in through the nose and breath out through the mouth. Now we want to take in a really nice, healthy in-breath, breath in, and a nice, healthy exhale, breath out through the mouth. Breathing is so important, and the majority of us take that for granted as well. And so most of us shallow breathe. Some people go to bed at night and they shallow breathe so much that they almost stop breathing, right? Which just shocks the body. It's like someone's putting a pillow over your face trying to smother you, because you're taking in hardly, you're just barely taking anything. And then some people don't take in anything, and they have to have a machine to pump oxygen up into their brain and nose so that they can live. Now, have you ever done this where sometimes you'll wake up in the morning and it's like you're not getting enough oxygen. A lot of people don't know what that is. They just think it's something else. It's because that throughout the night you've been barely breathing. Okay? So, first breath in through the nose, you want to hold it 1001, 1002, 1003, and then breath out through the mouth. You want to do this at least 6 times while I'm talking. And for those of you that are new to this meditation and this now, the reason we hold our breath is because it focuses us on one thing. And that is because we move into the now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but the now. And that's all we have. And by holding our breaths, it keeps us in the now. And the breath is only in the now. It's not in the past, it's not in the future. Only the now. So many humans make the mistake of living in their past. They reminisce, and they continually tell stories about years ago, as if they're reliving it, see? And I'll tell you why. The reason is because they're current. They can have a hard time staying focused in the now. And that's part of what happens to us. We're seduced into the past because of experiences that we've had, but they're gone. Does it make any sense to review them over and over again? They're gone. Long gone. Doesn't it make sense that all of our energy is focused in the now? Is to literally appreciate and be in deep gratitude for every second in the now? It's a big difference. Huge difference. So, you're in the now. You're breathing. You're relaxing the body. Remember, as we breathe in through the nose, we're breathing in divine positive energy, and this comes from Source. Collective consciousness of the universe. It's all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. And it's high frequency. Okay? And the high frequency is communicated through your God within, through the heart mind. And all you're stilling the mind through being in the now and breathing. You're stilling the mind. As you do this, it becomes clear with the communication. And the communication is the only place you should or need to be is the God within you. What does that mean? Am I supposed to just drop everything around me and just go within? No, you go within for your journey to continue, and so that you can uplift your vibrational frequencies to a much higher level so that you can plug into the source of all things, the source of all that there is, ever has been, ever will be. Where does anybody think that the Bhagavad Gita, the One, A Course in Miracles, where did all this come from? It comes from the God within, which is Source creation. We are absolutely divine perfection deep in these bodies. So and once we understand that clearly, we're always inside of us. We're always journeying with the God. Because we are the God. We meet with the God. We commune with the God. There's a stigmatism. It's a thing on this planet. People just don't like to. They don't want to say that they're gods. They skirt the issue. Okay? They don't embrace it. And that's another problem. So as we're bringing in this wonderful flow of all that we are, ever have been, ever will be, ever and beyond, it is that we are embracing the gods that we are in full fluidity and beautiful deep gratitude and total humbleness and peace and joy. And that is where all of us desire to be. not in the muck, not in the lower frequencies, not in the matter, but the energy, the flow of source, all that there is. Ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond. Now, when we exhale, when we breath out through the mouth, we're breathing out, breathing out all of the things that the ego mind, subconscious mind throw at us. Because no one is supervising them. They're the masters of us. You see? That's how that happens. And we become so used to the proverbial nail on the front porch, laying on it, that we become comfortable with the discomfort, and we just don't know any better to get off of it. Think about this, guys. We all, the gods within us, can literally, and you've heard me say this before, create universes. And once you let go of this bicameral, incessant, anti-civilization, literal deception, you will begin to awaken to the true power and frequency that you are. And then this planet, and all the negative frequencies and all attempts to be vile and destructive and manipulative are gone. In a blink of the eye, they're gone. They cannot survive. Remember, we are with the heart-mind. This is our mastership. This is the chair. This is where we operate. And always keep it high in the body, not low. Low, then you got to do some work and make sure that you don't drop down there anymore and that you keep yourself at an elevated height within the body of your heart-mind. And remember that we are merged with the God. We are the kingdom of God. We all are. Everything is. This is why we love everything. Everything. So we let all that go because it doesn't service anything. Why, to be in that muck and those low frequencies and that low matter, why would we do that? Why? Now that we understand, those who don't will learn. Those of us who do, why would we stay there? When you know that you are not in control as far as mastership of the ego mind and the subconscious mind, is because it will be dictating your every move. It will be corresponding, it will be dictating to your heart, mind, and emotion, and you will respond accordingly, like most of this civilization does, second to second. All right? So since we're one with ourselves, with our God, with our heart-mind, arm in arm, hand in hand, we form our circle of light. Now, we form this circle of light at the equator of this planet Earth. And she gladly welcomes us. And the light that emanates from us is our God energy light. It is a high frequency. It vibrates at a very high frequency, and it generates light. And this light, of all of our gods, saturates and floods this planet, and it encases it in a perfect sphere, at the same time encasing us in a perfect sphere. And this sphere is absolutely impenetrable. And we cannot be affected within the sphere if anything tries to come at us, because it's a low frequency and it cannot survive within the sphere. Any outside intrusion to try to breach the sphere's field, if it is a low frequency, it will be disintegrated in a blink with deep eternal love. And we have the same sphere surrounding us. And you can see the picture in your heart mind. It's frequency, and it is just flowing. The emerald green flaming healing light, Archangel Raphael, the violet blue purple flaming light of Archangel Michael, the white fire, the purple transmuting flame, the violet ray, the golden white pink light of Prime Source, Creator God, Mother, Father, God, Source, our family. Deep eternal love. This is what our essence is. Deep eternal love, then everything follows to that. Without deep eternal love, there's no joy. Without deep eternal love, there's no happiness. Without deep eternal love, there's no gratitude. And without deep eternal love, there's no peace. So remember this. You are intensively protected inside and out from any low frequency of vileness, of disruption, of harm, of manipulation, of all areas of low frequencies that are out to control, dissipate, and annihilate. There's just no way. Now, what do we do? What do we like doing? We like to float up above the head. Our heart minds are above the head. Where do you think the halo comes from, where it floats around the top of the head? That's our God. All right? The God navigates the body. That's where that halo came from. No matter what stories you hear, it signifies the God within the body, the kingdom. And so the circle is unification of all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. And this is what we are. We're all one. We're unification. We're all unified. So, do we leave the body? Yeah, we're above it. You know, we could go further, but why? We can see pretty well floating above it. We don't have to take the risk of losing our connection with the body, because we want it to be healthy and functioning so that we can navigate within it. So, as we do this, we immediately call upon, and why not, all of our brothers and sisters, all of those light energy beings who are only of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love. They are in deep compassion, non-judgment, benevolence, tranquility, and peace, humbleness, kindness, and they come in the Gugaplexes. One Gugaplex fills this universe. And there's a Gugaplexes, so they fill several universes, and they're all coming in. Arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us in this meditation, in this circle of light. And they are of the highest, deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, and we are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We're all one. We're all love. And our God light energy is saturating and spreading every single sacredness of space. And all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. Nothing, and I mean nothing, escapes it. We call upon the archangels, seraphim, cherubim, archetype. All of these angels, all of the civilization, who are only of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love, who are in deep peace, benevolence, tranquility, kindness, humbleness, generosity, non-judging. They've been assisting this civilization for eons. kindness, in strength, in bliss and joy. And they come, and the trillions, they flock in from every direction. And their gods with our gods with theirs, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this meditation, and this now in this circle of light. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We're all one, we're all love, and our God light energy is absolutely everywhere. We call upon the ascended masters. These are those who have left the body, ascended out. They're in spirit. They're in their energy, their source creation form, their God, their kingdom of God, their spirit, their soul, all of it. Then they come back, even though they're taking a risk of being attracted to or caught in the matrix, to help us. And we love them, and they love us. And they're only of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love. Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda, Jesus, Abundantia, Amoria, just to name a few. And they come in massive numbers, arm in arm, hand in hand, in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, as we are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We are all love. And our God light energy is everywhere. We call upon the inhabitants of Hollow Earth, Agartha, Inner Earth, Beneath Earth, all of the civilizations, and only those of these civilizations who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. They are in deep compassion, kindness, generosity, humbleness, love, tranquility, benevolence, and they come in the billions. Arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. Their gods with our gods with theirs. And they are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. And we are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. And we are all one. And we are all love. And our God light energy continues to saturate the sacredness of space, all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. Feel it, because you are part of it. We call upon the off-worlders, the galactics, all of these civilizations. Only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love join us in this meditation, in this now. In this circle of light. And guess what? They come arm in arm, hand in hand. In the billions. They are the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, and we're of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. And we will repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. So we actually are it. light energy do? You see it through your heart minds everywhere. These low frequencies, these matter freaks, they can't exist. They can't sustain in such an expanse of high frequency, of deep eternal love. What happens to them? They're dissipated, disintegrated. They no longer are. And the galactics, these civilizations, those who wish to assist us in a higher existence, they help us with our ascension. They help us with our enlightenment. They help us with our evolution. They also help us with waking ourselves and eliminating our self-imposed bondage and slavery. We call upon all of our loved ones who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. They're only the ones that are of the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love. And join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. And they are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest love. And from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest love. And they are in deep peace, non-judgment, full compassion, humbleness, benevolent, tranquil, generous. And they come in the billions. They join us arm in arm, hand in hand, in this meditation, in this now. Our gods with theirs, their gods with ours. We are all one. We are all love. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. And our God light energy is everywhere. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet. And only those who are of the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love can join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. And just to name a few of them, the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the dwarves, the gnomes, the trees, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, the mermaids, the dolphin, the whale, the unicorn, the pegasus, the centaur, the minotaur, and many, many, many more. In massive numbers. They come, and the sizes, the shapes, the colors, the forms of which so many we have never seen before. And arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. They're in complete peace and non-judgment, total tranquility and benevolence. And they are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, and we are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We are all love. And our God light energy is absolutely everywhere. Not just in bits and pieces, but saturating existence itself. And we look up and we see our meditative sphere. It's at center circle. We created this sphere. It holds all of our meditations in perpetual motion. So as we do these meditations on a daily basis, they don't disappear. They aren't a one-time hit. They are eternal. View that in your heart-mind picture. Snap that puzzle piece into place. And this sphere can be seen, heard, and felt through all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. It is pure, deep, eternal love. You can feel it as it floods you. It saturates the God within and the body. It fills you with deep, eternal peace, deep, eternal joy, deep, eternal bliss, deep, eternal benevolence, deep, eternal tranquility, and power beyond all things that you are deep, eternal love. And your home, and your mastery, and your command of your lightship is the God within you, is the heart-mind. And as you begin to understand more and more, it is the only place that we should ever be, is the God within. All this externality is an illusion to keep you distracted, to keep you believing that you have no power, to keep you believing that you are nothing, that you're minuscule, that you're expendable like a piece of trash. This is the illusion that's played in low frequency upon us. And now we are waking up in droves across this planet, in it, above it, below it. And it is shifting everything at breakneck speed. The more we become enlightened, the more we are in deep eternal love. The faster all of these low frequencies, these low matter energies are dispersed completely, forever and beyond. We look down upon this planet Earth. We see all of our brothers and sisters, all of the light, all life is the highest value in the universe. And we see it all. And we are part of all. And our brothers and sisters, we intend for them to wake up, clear their eyes, to take their deep breaths, long exhales, and to embrace the gods that they are within those bodies. To love all life, to love everything, to love every aspect of themselves, every facet, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Even a blade of grass to love. No matter how much the ego mind and subconscious mind tries to convince you that that is silly, that is ridiculous, that is time wasting, it is nonsensical, you will then concentrate even more through your heart mind. The more resistance you receive, the more you will know that you are on the right path of your reunion with the God that you are. I'll join you in the meditation. I'll return to close us out. it's really time for us to take our rightful place within ourselves. All this outside stuff is a distraction to keep us away from who we are. So embrace the God within. It is the only place that we should or need to be. It's the kingdom of God within. It's us. Take it with you the rest of the day, into the evening and night, into the next morning. We will be back here at 3 p.m. Eastern, Saturday, October 5th, 2019.